Now, I noticed you had a wedding ring on your finger.
Yes.
How long have you been married for?
This year will be 8 years.
8 years. Now, in 2016, or I guess in the 2000s, the word marriage, you don't really see that as often as you did decades and decades and decades ago. And when you think about marriages in today's times, like 2016 times, 8 years seems pretty long. Maybe decades before, 8 years seemed pretty short,
Right.
but now 8 years seems pretty long. How hard or easy is it to maintain 8 years of marriage in today's times?
Just like with anything else, it's a work. It's work. You have to work. You have to compromise. You have to, sometimes I just want to wring his neck, and I'm pretty sure he wants to wring mine too. But you have to look at the overall picture and really ask yourself, okay, have I exhausted every possible, thing that I could do to make this work? And if you haven't done that, you should always try to do that before just giving it up. So, but he's my best friend, so it's pretty cool for us. We have our days where he doesn't really like just, I can't stand him, but he just kind of get on my nerves sometimes. I guess because we're around each other a lot. But other than that, we're cool. It's good. I love the married life.
Now,
until I don't. But
now, how long were you guys, maybe a couple or dating before you guys actually tied the knot and made it
3
an official
years.
thing?
We were dating, boyfriend and girlfriend for like 3 years, and he's older than me, so I don't think guys my age really. I don't know. You know how they say guys mature slower than females, and that's true. It's really true. Yeah, every guy that I've ever tried to date my age, it just. So yeah, he's older than me.
And what was your reasoning for getting married? Everybody's got a different reason, but what was your reasoning?
I loved him, and I saw myself spending the rest of my life with him. Just, his compassion. He has a heart of gold, and he treats me like a queen, and he really, really, because he's older, he is still chivalry and romance and all of that good stuff. So yeah, he treated me how I wanted to be treated, and it was genuine. It wasn't something that was just fabricated.
Is he in the racing industry too?
No, he's a good mechanic, though. He likes to work on the cars, but no, not really. He has driven a little bit in drag racing a while back, actually before I met him, but no, he's not really in the racing right now.
Now, let me ask you this. What's the secret for 8 years going strong?
The secret, I don't know. I don't.
Does it feel like 8 years?
Yay and
Almost
nay.
a decade.
Yay and nay, sometimes. But I don't really know if I have a secret. We're just comfortable with each other. Like, he knows me to the T. And the same with him and I. But we were friends. We're friends, before anything else, we were friends. So it's a good vibe. It's a good connection. We're kind of like total opposites, but kind of the same, if that makes any sense.
Now, I didn't realize you were married until I saw you walk into the office today, and I seen the wedding ring and stuff. Like on your social media, for example, you never really see him. He's kind of behind the scenes there. Why? Why private with the hubby?
That's not everybody's business. Everything isn't for everybody. All of my business is not for everybody. I give you what I want you to know. I mean, it's not a secret that I'm married. It's just that I'm just be real. There's a lot of catty people and a lot of catty women, and I have a lot of haters. I don't know why, but I do. So you can only imagine what they'll try to do. You know what I'm saying? They'll make up something probably just to think they can get in between us, or they'll try to go after him because he's my man. So, women are crazy these days.
Now, somebody thinking about getting married, watching this interview, seeing someone like yourself in a marriage for 8 years, what's your advice to them thinking about getting married themselves? What would you tell a young couple thinking about tying the knot,
I would definitely tell them to make sure, 100% sure that this is what you want to do. Yeah, you can get a divorce, but when you get married, it's under God. It's a union, and it's not to be taken lightly. Especially not for me. With my mom is a minister, raised in the church, so just make sure that they are the one. Even though it's kind of hard sometimes to judge or prejudge if they're the one or not, but I think you'll know. So, yeah, just make sure that they're the one. And make sure it's something that you want to do and not be pressured into it.
Now, 8 years deep into a marriage, what are maybe some do's and don'ts for some couples that may have just hit the 5-year anniversary or, maybe not quite up to 8 years yet? What are some do's and don'ts in a marriage? I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but what are some general?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. What are some
do's? Always keep that fire. You know what I'm saying? From when you first met, don't let him miss it too much. Because when you get to acting different, or you too comfortable, you get to walking around with your bonnet all the time, and you just don't really, you're just too comfortable. Sometimes you have to make him remember when you first met, that same fire. And of course, the don'ts is a lack of respect. You always, out of anything that you do in life, period, there should be a respect level. You have to respect that person regardless. Even if you're not together, respect. It's just about respect. Make sure that you keep it tasteful.